go to. We're being live streamed, eh?
Yep, we are live.
Okay, I'm gonna go to here. Open. Okay. Go to look free software, common files. Is that where I want to go?
Yeah.
I know why. Damn it. Okay, I gotta send a file to somebody. I gotta find his email address. It's one of my agents. He just called me. Okay, where's
Hey, Corey Mano. Oh, Mike is first, followed by Corey Mano.
Okay. Okay, where is 0203?
Hey guys, how you doing? I just got done flying because it was a nice afternoon, and I thought maybe I better get out and just fly the river a little bit because the sun was out. It's cloudy now, so I'm glad I went. I just got done editing it and posting it on YouTube. So if anybody would like to watch it, it's a longer one. I didn't chop it all up. I just put up what I did.
Sorry, guys, I'll be with you in a minute. I just gotta.
Yeah, he's got to correspond.
Yeah. Why is this not coming up? Should be. It's right there. Okay, right there. No, I don't want to replace it. Okay, save. Okay. No. Okay, cancel. Open or restore. Open a company file. Okay, that's what I want to do. Why isn't this going to it? Okay, it should be under company files. Okay. Open.
Hey, is Justin here? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he is. Justin is here.
Oh, there. Okay, I'm at where I need to go. I'll just minimize it. I'll go to YouTube, get that brought up, get the chat brought up. Okay. Yeah, so Justin Trudeau is being a jerk on TV there, so
Well, you know, he'll never change his spots. They just got to put him out to pasture. That's all.
well, he brought in the Emergency Measures Act, so now we're gonna really get you boys. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it looks like Mike was first, eh?
Yes.
I don't see your thing pinned to the chat there, Paul.
Oh. Let me pin it.
Well, they're joining the panel, but it's not pinned. There we go.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay. And also, I put the link to the video I just posted, Paul.
Yeah.
It's a long one.
What is that? What'd you do? Afternoon flight along St. Clair and the International Blue Water Bridge.
Yep.
So he just went for a flight. That was it, eh?
Went for a flight, and then I showed the some of the trucks going over to the U.S. from Canada.
Yeah.
It's
Mike.
It's a long video, but it turned out really well.
Okay, cool. I'll watch it, man. Hey, Mike. If it's gonna happen, it's not gonna be tonight. It'll be tomorrow. He just yeah. Okay, I got to go back to.
Well, if you could only hope, Paul, that the police forces and everything is going to say that, "Oh, with you, we're not going to do it."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's okay. I just got to copy and paste this. Okay, cool. Copy. There, right now we got his email address. Because it's concerning, those signs I'm making.
right?
He wants to see some samples because
Oh.
I was getting ready to order a bunch, but if I can do it through you, I'll do it. He said so.
Yeah.
I said, well, I've been selling like hotcakes now, so okay. So I got to send a sample to him, and it should be on my email here. So new mail. So I'm gonna go here, paste,
Hey,
signs.
Lenny's in the chat.
Okay,
Lenny.
insert a file. Okay, it's got to be iCloud Photos, I think. One of the more recent ones. Okay. Okay. So right there. Cool.
I better check and make sure that link
And
works.
guess what? Gone. Okay, I done what I had to do. So maybe I'm gonna get some more work and build more signs there, Paul.
Yeah, cool. Good for
Yep.
you.
Yep. He said, "Oh, I got your letter." He says, "Well," and see, he's one of the guys I can't send pictures to because he uses a flip phone.
Right.
He don't want to get in the modern age. He says, "I'm old fashioned." Da, da, da. Okay, whatever. But anyways, but I said, "Oh, I guess I didn't send you pictures because I said, well, I can send it to you on your email." He said, "Oh yeah, you can do that." He said, "I want to see him." Okay. So hopefully,
Yeah.
be enough.
You'll get some biz.
Yeah, get some work out of it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna screen share the video I did.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna start it.
Okay. Cool. What happened there, Paul? It was going good and you stopped. Okay. Open link, a new tab. Whoop. Why are you going over there? Okay, cool. We're going to drag that over to here. Okay, so we can watch the video here, Paul.
I hit the wrong button. Here we go.
Oh, you going to play it there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just watch it there. Okay.
Well, it's up to you, but I'm gonna.
No, go ahead. Everybody would like to see it.
I'm gonna screen share it.
Make it larger. Yeah, that's it.
Can you hear the music at all?
Oh yeah, really good. Yep, real good.
Yeah, see that blue skies was over top when I started getting ready to go. By the time I got down there, it started to cloud up. But the river is real calm. There wasn't hardly any wind.
Yeah, not a bad sky there,
Yeah.
except a little bit to the right, but
There's some ducks in the water.
this the R2S?
Yep. And when I get down here a little bit, I start to use the zoom, and I continue like I'm going forward with the zoom.
That ship looked like it's got a bit of a list to it.
Yeah, he's really empty. There's the zoom. That's the city building.
Yeah. So is that ice on the surface?
No, I don't think so. It could be, maybe, coagulating. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so smooth and clear. It must be ice, because look at it.
Yeah.
There's all the duckies.
Yeah. All the ships sitting there.
Yep. Laid up for the winter. Zooming back out. Not going forward.
Hey, K.A. Flurry, hello.
Hey, K.A. Flurry.
This is just the video Paul did today.
Yep, this video is I shot just earlier. I just got back and just got finished posting it. Got down there about a little after 3 o'clock.
Wasn't too cold for you, I guess, Paul. Eh?
No, not too bad. If you see the flags, they're not real. It's a little bit of not bad.
Yeah, yeah, not bad at all.
There's the duckies
Hey.
under the bridge. But
And
this is,
Maddie's Drone World.
yep. Hey, Maddie.
Oh, they backed up a little bit on the bridge.
A little bit, yep. Well, I'm going to go out in the lake, and then when I come back, then I shoot the trucks on the bridge. But you'll see the shale ice where we're going to get to. I think that's crystal ice right there.
Oh, yeah.
And shale ice is out there. There's the duckies.
JPEG, no, this was recorded earlier.
Yeah, I recorded that about a little after 3 o'clock this afternoon. And I titled it. It's on YouTube. I titled it Fort Huron
Hang on.
Winter. Hey Dre, how you doing? Yes, that's the Fort Huron Bridge, Fort Huron to Sarnia, Ontario. The one that closed down in Detroit was the Ambassador Bridge, but this one picked up the slack. They were lined up for miles out the freeway in all directions. That's the oldest lighthouse on the Great Lakes, built in 18. That's the brand new Coast Guard station. And that's Dunn Paper Company, where they make packaging paper, such as like for French fries and things like that. And the original Blue Water Bridge is the one that is closest to us. The new bridge they built about, I want to say 20 years ago. It's on the other side. So the original bridge hauls everything into the States. The United States is on the right. On the left is Canada. That's the shale ice out of the head of the St. Clair River. paper company is serviced by Port Huron Detroit Railroad, H&D, and you'll see the tracks going into the back of the paper plant, and they run right along the edge of the river and down around and back out.
Oh, I like this shot.
Yep.
Wow. That's a nice shot right there.
We're gonna follow that truck as he's going down a little bit, and then I come down after that. So those trucks are all coming into the U.S., and the other side of the bridge is for traffic going into Canada. But because of the COVID restrictions and everything, it's not used under normal circumstances, unless there's a lot of truck traffic. And essential workers going back and forth across the border use the bridge too. That's why you might see a car here or there.
Oh, wow. I like that. Wow, that's so cool. Right there.
There's a little bit of pan, follow that truck. And I back off as I'm panning. I'm zooming in there. Those trucks are going into the U.S., heading for customs. That's the expressway going out there. You can see some traffic going out. Getting towards the end here, gang. Bear with me. You're gonna see me at the end, and I look like Papa Smurf.
Need to do some more videos like this, Paul, because it's cool to see you mix it up a little bit.
That's my that's my white Tahoe, and I'm sitting on a stool right there.
Yeah.
with that goofy hat with a point on the top. It's a stocking cap.
Did you wave at the camera?
I look like Papa Smurf.
You should have waved, Paul.
Yeah, well, I was figuring out the ending here. There's the pan. And there's the American and Canadian flags.
Wow, nice finish. Very good, Paul. Wow. That was good, Paul. I like that.
Yeah, it was cool to see something a little different.
Yeah, it was fun. There's no doubt about it. It was a fun thing. Yes, okay. Stop.
You need to get out there with the Mini 2 and do some videos. That thing's perfectly capable of doing some shit videos.
Well, I'm so hooked on the Air 2S that it makes it yeah, I hear what you're saying, but
Like I said, I run a nonprofit for neglected and abused drones.
underutilized drones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, Dave's here.
Wow. Woohoo.
What are we looking at, Dave?
Pill bottle.
Pill bottles. All right.
Gotta have them.
That's it. Sorry, I missed your phone call, Dave. I was on the phone with somebody else and I was editing that video. So
It's all right. I got accepted to that place.
oh, good.
So I'm supposed to call him first thing in the morning, probably move in tomorrow.
All right. Dave's going to assisted living. He fell on the ice and injured his back. And
Ooh.
so he's going to go into assisted living where he can get some help.
Hey, Dave, did you get my stickers by any chance?
No, I didn't.
Some people got them. I sent them all out at the same week, too. Some people got them, some haven't yet.
No, I've been looking for them, but
Because I sent out about probably 20, 25 envelopes last week. And I've had about 7 or 8 people say they received them so far. So
Hello, Laura.
hi, Laura.
Lynn says, Dave got your message. Great news.
Thank you.
the only one that didn't get sent out was Ron's envelope because it fell between the seat of my car, but I double checked to make sure nobody else's envelopes were down in there. So yeah, I sent yours, Laura. So I don't know how long they're going to take to get international though.
All had to go get some more pupper food.
Yeah, I ran out of dog food, so wet food that is. Not I got lots of dry food, so
And Justin, his sign business, the little, the ones he makes, the additional ones, is going crazy. Everybody wants them.
Nice.
I don't know.
Good, Paul.
I got a horseshoe up my ass or something. I don't know.
Well, you better order as much of that vinyl as possible. So you can keep it
Well,
in stock.
I got 50 feet of red, black, and white. So
I wish you the best.
well, we'll see what happens. Cause I had an agent call me tonight. He said, "Oh, I got your letter," and I'll tell him, price increase and stuff like that, but also that with doing this, he goes, "Oh," he said, "So what kind of signs you doing?" I said, "Well, you didn't get a picture because I can't send it to you in your silly phone you got, because he's got a flip phone. He can't take pictures."
Oh,
So
yeah.
I says, "I'll send it to you, email on your account." He go, "Oh, yeah, you can do that." So I just sent it to him a few minutes ago. He wants to order a bunch of them, I think he says so. Oh, he give me an order to do something, fuck, I'll discount them out, right? For
Yeah.
several,
Yeah.
Well, Laura, there ain't no telling. The post office sucks.
Yeah.
So we'll see. sometimes you can send 2 packages to identical address. So one will get there in a day and the other one will take 3 weeks.
Hey, Dave, we know you can't see the chat, but little Llama Laura says hello to you.
Hello, Laura. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's getting kind of late over there.
Yeah, it's 10:55 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, Laura says that when Angela sent her stickers, it only took a week. But that's all right. It'll eventually get there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, Dave, you're going to move tomorrow.
Well, it's up in the air. I got to call him first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Hey,
That's
Paul,
all
I
I
got
know.
that. I got my light today. Came in on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it clamps to that table, so I can sit there and weed.
Yep.
Yep. So,
You're turning into a regular production center there.
well, yeah. Well, I can print them there, cut them there, and I can weed them over there without having to move everything all the time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Might as well make it as efficient as possible.
well,
Make
yeah,
more money.
well,
Laura,
hell, I live alone anyway, so who cares?
Laura says all good here. Last day of my antibiotics tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Whoop whoop. She says. I think that's to you, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Are
got plenty of bills.
are they managing the pain for you, Dave? I know you said you were in a lot of pain.
No,
They're not.
no.
They're so touchy about pain medication now, though, even people that really need it. Because of
Yeah.
all the people getting hooked on it and everything else. There's a lot of doctors that are afraid to even prescribe it anymore.
Yeah. My
Well, Dave-
doctor didn't even bring it up.
Yeah, Dave went in and saw the doctor, and that. Yeah.
Well, a lot of them, when
Friday.
it's. What were you saying, Dave?
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of doctors nowadays want to send you to pain, like they'll force you to go to like pain
Pain
management,
clinic. Yeah.
like before they'll even put you on anything, and that's a long process. It could take a month or two, and but like I said, it's because a lot of people out there have abused it, and there's been doctors that have abused their, writing prescriptions for people.
Right.
Well, that
And-
Oxycontin got abused so bad that it just ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of doctors now, like you go into doctor's offices with back pain or something and they won't even bring it up. They'll want to give you ibuprofen or something.
I got naproxen, which is the same thing as a lead.
Oh yeah, that's what they tried to give that to me at the hospital about a month ago because I threw my back out and like I was walking all sideways and like I think I had a pinched nerve and it was hurting so bad. And they wanted to write me naproxen. I said, just keep it. I said, I can go buy that over the counter. I don't need you to prescribe me something that I can go buy over the counter. I said, if
Well-
you're not going to give me anything that actually helps with the pain, I'm out of here. I just left. So
My insurance company pays for it, so I take it.
Take whatever help you can get. That's it, buddy.
yeah, because I was hurting for a good week though. Like every time I'd get up and walk, like I'd twist sideways like this and it'd sting really, really bad. Hurt real bad. For about a week and a half, I was like that.
Not good.
Yeah. I'm in my second week.
And I don't even know what I did. Like I got up one morning, I went to take my daughter to the bus stop. My back was hurting a little bit, and I was like, "Oh," like that, and it was hurting. And as soon as I got up out of the car, it was over for about a week and a half. As soon as I stood
Yeah.
up out of the car.
Yeah, that's me. That's a familiar story.
That video you shot today, right, Paul?
Yeah, I did about 3:00 this afternoon.
JPEG was asking when you shot it.
Yeah.
How's the job going, Justin?
Not good. I'm just waiting for the lady to come certify me, and who knows when the hell that'll be, because she has to come from North Carolina down to Florida. So
Yeah, JPEG, I went down about 3 o'clock, and time I got in the air, it was a little after 3, and got back home about 3:45, as I don't live that far away. And so then I quickly edited it and put it up on YouTube, and I still have to then put it now onto all of my Facebook pages.
yeah, it was pretty cold here today, though. I'll tell you that, because it was blowing like 15, 20 mile an hour winds, and it was just cutting through my clothes. But it got really nice about 12 o'clock. Finally warmed up a little bit, where I could actually take my sweater off.
Well, Laura, that's good to see that you've got it under control, that it must be your asthma kicking up a little bit, and that you don't have an infection. That's good.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's good.
Yeah, asthma and then getting like ammonia or something. That's a harsh mix right there.
Yes.
Or,
I have asthma, and I had pneumonia in the hospital with the COVID.
I've only ever been admitted to the hospital once in my life, and that was when I had ammonia about 3-4 years ago. I was in there for about 2-3 days, and my chest was so sore for like a week after I started feeling better. I'm just coughing so bad.
Yeah. Did you have it on one side or both sides?
No, I had it on both sides, and I actually was over. Like, I had a real bad cough for a couple days, and then we went to the ski show, which was right across the street from the hospital. And all of a sudden, I just couldn't breathe at all. I was like, I got to go to the hospital. And we jumped in the car, and luckily, we were right across the street. So it only took us like a minute to get over there. And they took me right to the back because I couldn't breathe at all. They had to hook me up to oxygen.
Yeah, I was in oxygen the whole 10 days I was in the hospital.
JPEG, as you know or may not know, you're supposed to stay line of sight. So if you put strobes on it, you can see quite a distance. But the drone itself will go what, about 3.5 miles or more, won't they, Justin?
Which one?
The Air 2S.
Oh yeah, it could. I mean, as long as you have open range, yeah, it could. I mean, it can do 2 miles, no problem.
Yeah.
Once you get to about 3 to 4 miles, it really depends on how open your range is to it.
Yeah. And the height, the higher you go,
Right.
the better the signal, because of the curvature of the earth,
Sure, the Mini 2 can easily go a mile, mile and a half
Yep.
before it starts kind of getting a little broke up.
Oh, Laura said that when she had COVID, it didn't affect her asthma. She is lucky.
Yeah.
Well, it affected everybody differently that had it too. Like, some people were completely fine, other people were on their deathbeds.
Yes, exactly.
And then there was different symptoms. Some people just lost their taste and smell. And then
I didn't lose that.
that was the weirdest side effect of it. Was there's people that had it 6 months ago and still can't taste anything.
Right.
I feel lucky then.
And there were some people that said when they lost their taste, when they eat stuff, everything tastes like rotten and disgusting, like just because it messed up their taste buds so bad. And then you remember people were trying that burnt orange pill method.
Yeah.
They were burning orange pills and eating it. It was supposed to help with it. And some people said it worked. Some people said it didn't. That's my biggest thing. I'd hate to lose my taste of food. Ooh.
Wouldn't be good. Would not be good. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm going to close the drapes and let me out. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot, JPEG, the farthest I've gotten the Air 2 was farthest I think I've gotten that was about 2 miles, a little over 2 miles, and it started breaking up real bad.
Hmm.
I returned to home. But the strobe lights too, you got to remember, aren't really meant for you to be able to see the drone. They're meant for other aircraft, technically. I mean, they do help you see your aircraft when it's far away from you, but technically they're for other aircraft, not really for you.
Yeah.
Because I have these ones, JPEG. These are called the ARC V Firehouse 5s. And these are rated for 3 statute miles.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to see them for 3 miles.
Yeah.
They're not cheap little buggers neither. They're about $30-$40 a light. I have 2 of them.
Huh. I use I'm trying to think of the brand I got. I forget now.
Is it
Starts
Loon
with-
Cube?
No, you Lance, I think it is.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the ones that a lot of people bought off of Amazon. They're a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
I think they're like 20 or something, 20, 25.
Wow, they're about $35 Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about right here. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, they were about 20,
Yeah.
25 a light. But these ones, we were looking these up over in Australia for Matt, the Firehouse.
Yeah.
These things are going for like $60, $70 just for one over there.
Yeah. Jeez.
I got a double pack on sale. They were having Firehouse was having a sale on their website, and I got 2 of them. And I got to choose the colors. I got white and blue, or white and red, and I think I paid $64 for 2 of them. They were normally about 80 something.
I just got the one, but I can just transfer it between drones, right? So
Oh yeah, that's why I do. I have the 3M Velcro, that real strong 3M Velcro.
yeah.
Because I actually had the 3D printed mounts that Firehouse sells. They gave me a free set with the lights,
Oh,
but the plastic that they used to 3D print them was really brittle. Like I put them on the arms. They were on there for just a couple months, and I went to take them off, and they just like peeled right
Huh.
apart.
huh.
They didn't use very good. What was it, PLE or PLA or whatever it is?
Yeah, yeah. To seal them up. Good. Because those ones you got, can you change colors with them?
No, they're just one solid color.
Okay.
Like you can change the mode of flashing or solid, but I have one white one and one red one, and then I put them on the front arms, and then they flash back and forth like that.
Okay. Well, I got mine. I can change the colors to red, green, or the strobe. Eh?
Yeah,
Well, and
think-
pulse and
I think Firehouse makes an Arc 5 that does have multicolors, but it's a little bit more expensive.
yeah.
But see, they say technically you're supposed to put the strobe on the top of the drone,
Yeah.
but as slick and slim as the Air 2 is, putting them both on the arms, the planes are still going to see them
Yeah.
just fine because they're super bright. They'll blind you if you look at one while it's flashing.
I'll
Yeah,
see
see?
you guys later. Everyone
later.
have a good night.
Okay, Dave. Have a good one.
Let us know how it goes,
Okay.
buddy.
Okay, I will.
And
Yeah.
you got my number, Dave. Text me if you receive those and let me know.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Because I mean, honestly, as many of those as I sent out, I won't be surprised if a couple don't get lost in the mail. I hope not, but
Yeah.
I sent out about 25 freaking envelopes. And I said I don't trust the post office. I hate them. I've had 4 Amazon packages in the past year and a half that the post office was supposed to deliver. It said they delivered them and they were never at my front door. So I call the post office, ask them about it, and they tell me Oh no, the mail lady said, oh no, I put them in on your front door. I go over to the neighbor's house next door. That's got a ring doorbell. Looks right at my front door, and she just drove right by my door each time she said she dropped the packages off. So I was like, okay. I was like, obviously you didn't deliver them to my house. Never had an issue with FedEx or UPS though. All right, Laura, we'll see you later. She said
Yep.
she's off to bed.
Yep, she's heading for the rack because it's 11:10 there.
Yeah, I think she's an early bird too. I think she usually goes to bed at like 9 or 10.
Yep. She does. I see Marshall. Hey, Marshall's in the chat.
What's up, Marshall?
It's been kind of slow this week a little bit, but you know,
Mm.
we still got 13 people watching.
Oh, no, that's good. No, that's fine.
I was surprised you guys maintained a pretty decent audience last night, even though the Super Bowl was there or
Yeah.
getting close to it.
Oh.
Because even though the Super Bowl started a little later, usually they do all those pregame crap for hours before the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, and people sit and watch all that.
Well,
Oh,
hang on.
yeah.
I want to kill the sound on this. Okay, hanging out. Watch this. Look at the screen up there.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, the 3D thing. That is so cool.
Huh? Wow.
Isn't That's not New York, is it?
Marriott Marquis? I don't know where it is.
I want to say that was Japan, but I could be wrong.
No, there's no Chinese people there.
No, that must be in New York.
Must be New York. But look at that, eh? Wow, that's fantastic.
Because I want to say they had one of those in Japan too, on one of the buildings. But it's really cool. I've seen some cool stuff come out of that thing.
Times Square.
Times Square.
Yeah, it just debuted last night. Wow.
Oh, so they just flipped it on for the first time?
Yep. Yeah. Huh.
So has the trucker thing pretty much died down? I ain't been paying attention the last day or so.
Well, you might want to change your name.
Why?
From Justin, Justin Trudeau.
Oh, no. He needs to change his name.
He just invoked the Emergencies Act now for the federal government. So now he's gonna crack down. They're gonna command tow trucks and police, RCMP, everything. They're gonna come in and get rid of everybody
They
now.
have never invoked that act before.
So that's got to
Well,
be our version of martial law.
But they did invoke it once before, and guess who it was? It was his dad that did it against the FLQ.
But they talked about over here, the news agencies all talked about when 9/11 happened and all the planes were grounded nationwide.
Yeah.
They refused over there to invoke the Emergency Powers Act.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
a bunch
there's-
of truckers making a little bit of noise, and they're all upset. Oh, we're gonna crush them.
Is that our version of martial law?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I don't think that's ever happened over here that I can think of.
Yeah.
At least
Well, you don't-
that-
Oh, see, he don't want to change the thing because it'll show that the truckers won. He won't do that. So I'm gonna crush you. But that's what dictators do. So I think he sealed his fate. I really do.
Yeah, because
So-
isn't it like 70 or 75% of the people in Canada support getting rid of the mandate?
Oh yeah. I think it was even higher than that, Paul.
Yeah, because the only way over here that the federal government can really step in and tell a state what to do is they either have to invoke the Insurrection Act or martial law.
Yeah.
which most presidents aren't ballsy enough to do either one of those because
Mm.
that would cause a huge uproar.
Yep.
I mean, you,
It would. Yes, it
especially
would.
especially in the gun-toting states like Florida and Texas, you start telling people they can't come out their house. Ooh.
As they say, condoms don't guarantee safe sex anymore. Was where one when he got by his husband. Mm.
I liked when it was over in France. I think it was France when all the COVID stuff started, and they were telling people that they should wear masks during intercourse.
Right.
I was like, what? It's like you're literally swapping bodily fluids. Why the hell would you need a mask? That makes no sense.
Well, it takes all kinds. There's a lot of strange people out there in the world.
Let's see. I agree with you, Kay Flurry. That's why I watch a lot of news commentators on YouTube because you get a way better sense of what's going on. Because that's why I like watching like Ben Shapiro and stuff because he'll take both sides and he'll put it together and say, "Look, this is what's going on."
Yep.
Because mainstream media, yeah, they twist crap and make things, and it's insane. Adrian, what's up, man?
Adrian.
Adrian, oh, look who's here.
Mr. Adrian.
Oh my God, Russell. Did you read what he wrote?
A BJ with a mask on now. That should be fun.
Oh my God. Are they, is the American side or the truckers still coming up that way?
What
Well,
do you mean?
well, they're supposed to start March the 5th, isn't it? The American truckers.
Yeah, they're leaving from out. Marshall knows they're leaving from out west and going all the way across, and but they're trying to organize others to meet up as they go across the country.
Oh, kind of picking people up as they go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, what are their plans? Are they planning on blocking the borders on our side?
No, they're just going to block. They're going to probably surround the White House.
Yeah, that's what they said. They're heading to DC. So
Oh God, man, they're gonna clog those roads up. You ever been to DC? Their roads are a nightmare.
Yep.
yeah, maybe the one that Canada though was small compared to what it's going to be maybe in the U.S.
Well, you got to think about it too. For every one Canadian trucker, there's probably 10 American truckers just because there's more of us down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marshall says March 1st is DC. Nobody reads the chats. Adrian, you're safe here.
Adrian, this is a secret between us.
Now Russell's giving him crap in the chat. He was like, "Don't tell anybody." Hey, look, Russell, Paul was way worse at watching the chat before he started doing all these live shows. He'd talk for 20 minutes and never look at it.
Yeah,
He's gotten better, though. He's gotten better.
well, Lynn's been after me.
Yeah, every great once in a while when you would do a live show on your own, yeah, we'd have to remind you, look at the chat. Because Paul's got like 46 screens in front of him,
Yes,
and the chat is on the last one down at the end.
yep, yep. And I have different things up so that I can pull them up and swap them back and forth. And
Yeah. Over here in London, somebody stole the car trailer here overnight, but look at what was inside of it.
Ooh. How much, what did they say what it was worth? I'm guessing a couple 100,000, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they said what it was worth. 65 Dodge Satellite drag. It's a custom drag racing car, but no, don't say how much. But it's such a shame.
I don't know. I don't know really what would the hell would you do with a car like that if you stole it though? You really can't do a whole lot with it, but part it out, I guess.
Well, it's about the only thing you're gonna be able to do is part it out. But anybody buying parts for something like that's gonna be a little leery what they're buying because if that'll get out to the racing community pretty quick.
Right. I was just about to say that, yeah, because there's only so many people out there looking for those type of parts, and
Yeah.
yeah. We were talking about that the other day. I was like, sometimes these crackheads will steal like industrial equipment or like machines that only specific companies and very small amount of companies use. And it's like they steal it and then they don't know what to do with it because there's nobody to sell it to.
yeah,
That was like my boss was telling me that we use these machines to hook up to the cables to test the gas lines so we can find them when it sends a signal through. And he said that, a couple years ago, one of the guys hooked it up to the test station, drove down the road to do his locating. Some guy pulled up in his truck and stole it. Well, there's
Really?
only like 2 companies in the whole US that use these things, and they're made for one specific thing. So I don't even think the guy knew what he stole. So
No,
it's like,
probably
what?
didn't.
It's like, what the hell are you going to do with it? You're going to take it to a pawn shop. They're not even going to know what the hell it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like the other day, I saw this dude. He looked like a crackhead homeless guy. He was on a bicycle, and we were at the gas station. He rode by us, came back like 10 minutes later, and had a brand new tool set in his hand. And guess what was right across the street? Harbor Freight.
Uh,
It looked like one of those, $40, $50 tool sets.
yeah.
Still had the cardboard wrapping on it and everything. I was like, I know he went in there and stole that. And he was heading right down towards the pond where the pawn shop was down the street. I was like, fucking idiot.
AKA, thanks for stopping in, buddy. He said he thanked everybody for keeping him company while he had dinner, and I think he's back to work.
All right. Have a good night, man. Yeah, I'm hoping that lady comes down this week, though. I really want to just get certified so I can get this done and over with.
What you just got to go with you and see what you do or what?
Yeah, and then I have to take this little written test. But that's the thing is I've already got everything down, and now I'm just at the point where I'm riding around with everybody because I have nothing to do.
Did you get a day that she's coming or no?
No, I was told it was going to be sometime last week. And that was on Wednesday of last week. They said she had a 2.5-day class and then she was going to be here. So I figured today, Monday, the weekend. And then she'd be here Monday. And then I asked my boss today, and he was like, I have no idea when she's coming. I was like, oh, great.
That keeps you kind of on pins and needles, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I'm already ready to go. I just need to have that certification to be on my own. And like I said, I'm riding with everybody every day because I don't have nothing else to do.
Right.
And my paperwork like I've been going through all my paperwork as I've been training, and now a lot of my due dates aren't even due for another 3 months. So I'm not trying to rush, because if I
Oh.
rush and get through all my stuff,
Lynn has corrected us. She thinks that KA is a female.
Oh,
okay, sorry.
Could be, Lynn. You're probably right.
Well, sometimes you can't tell by the people's
Not by
choice
the
of
name,
channel names. Yeah.
You know, like if it said KA Pamela, then we'd know, or KA Robert, then we'd know. But
I always wonder sometimes where people come up with their channel names, because some people have some weird channel names.
well, they'd stand out that way, I guess. To each their own.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like most of the time there's like a story behind it. You just don't know what it is
Right.
of why they chose. Like a lot of people ask me, why do you call yourself Drones 863? It's because that's my area code. And I picked something that I figured if I used my area code, nobody would ever use that drone name again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of drone channels that have the same damn name, like Drone Shots, like Jody.
Yep.
There's 3 or 4 drone channels out there with the same name. So you go look up Drone Shots, there's a whole list of channels, and Jody's only one of them. I was actually subscribed to the wrong shots for like 2-3 months. Thought it was Jody's channel. Kept telling Jody how much I loved his videos, and then
Wow.
realized it wasn't his channel.
you see that's construction site that led to the discovery of $80,000 of stolen power tools. They
Stolen?
went there, but they said that there was a trailer there. They opened the trailer up and found power tools from other sites too, eh? So guys been busy.
Wow.
Takes all kinds, Paul, you know?
Yep. But you know the funny thing is, a 30-year-old Winnipeg man has been arrested and faces several theft-related charges. He has since been released and will make a court appearance on May 10th. Really?
Yeah, that big of a theft, he shouldn't even be allowed out.
No, or at least bail.
I hate bail. I think that's the stupidest thing ever. They shouldn't even allow that.
Well,
Yeah.
what's really bad is in the big cities over here, like New York and stuff, a 17-year-old kid can kill somebody and he'll get out on bail.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think bail should be a thing, especially, I mean, I guess I could see it for like a misdemeanor, something small that wasn't a huge thing.
Yeah.
But for these serious crimes, sometimes people will get $500,000 bail and they're able to get 10% of that, because usually you have to pay 10% of whatever the bail's set at.
Yeah.
You have to
Cash.
come
Yeah.
up. Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people will get out without, for killing somebody, and you shouldn't be out on the street, period, if you're in jail for that.
No.
I agree. There should be a limit on that kind of stuff.
Russell.
Lynn said she thought I was trying to tell us my temp range. I got down in like I want to say the low 40s last night. It wouldn't have been bad this morning, but that 20-mile-an-hour wind with the freezing air, it was cutting right through my sweatshirt.
Well, it's 52 degrees down Paul's favorite spot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Let's see what it is here. Because it's actually sometimes about a 10-degree difference between here and Port Huron, or down where that's at.
St. Augustine.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be like a 5 to 10 degree difference.
Yeah.
See, it's 59 here.
Yeah.
With the low of 43 tonight. And it warms up throughout the week.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynn, I'll say the same thing during summertime. You come down here. You don't want none of that Florida summer. That's when all the snowbirds haul back up north.
Now, do you guys see a lot of motorhomes down there in the wintertime?
No, yeah, they're here year round. It doesn't matter what time of year. There's motorhomes everywhere.
Okay.
The RV parks are always packed full. And like I said, there's one down the street from me that actually stores people's motorhomes when they're not down here. But people also rent them out as like little vacation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like for the
The-
week of the month or whatever?
Yeah, they actually will rent them out while they're not here. And then the RV park kind of maintains them as they're gone.
You're being watched, Paul.
I'm being watched. Lynn's watching me.
No, on the screen. The deer were watching you a minute ago. There, see, looking at you.
Ah, okay.
She's watching too.
I told you that's what Ron needs to do is put one of those big salt blocks right out by his back porch.
Yeah.
Those deers would go crazy for that.
Oh yeah.
Well, he could put a trough out there too.
Yep. Put a camera out there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like the heat either, Lynn. That humidity is insane down here in Florida.
Mm.
When it's like 90 degrees with 100% humidity, even going inside, you feel like crap.
Yeah, it was even humid out in Kansas City in the summertime too.
Well, see, like where I live in the middle of Florida, where all these lakes are at, it's even worse than being on the coast. Like, especially, it's like when it rains, it gets nice and cool for a little while. But the minute those clouds move out and the sun comes back out, man, it gets so humid. Like, there's been times like where people down here have actually took their drones out when it's like 100% humidity, and they come back and their drone actually has water residue all over it from the humidity in the air.
Really?
Yeah, that's happened to Jim a couple of times. He took his Matrice out and it came back and it was, or no, it's Pro 2. There was a couple of times he took his out and flew it when it was like just a hot sunny day, and it came back and it was soaked from all the moisture in the air.
Yeah.
Really?
But it was funny when I lived on Vancouver Island. It would get hot, but the thing is, you go in the shade, it was actually cooler. Because what happens, being an island, that heat rises, but it pulls the cool air in off the ocean.
Kind of
So
like
it-
what Lynn was saying.
Mm. Mhm.
That's what I said. If you go to the coast in Florida, the humidity's not nearly as bad. Like it feels a lot nicer. But the minute you get inland, like where I'm at, I'm in the dead center of the state,
Yeah.
and I'm just surrounded by lakes. And it's not windy here very often. So it's not like you get breezes all the time. It's very rare that we actually have any wind. It's usually calm all the time.
Yeah. The only time you get a wind when it's 150 mile an hour.
The cat 1 or 2 comes rolling through.
No.
But everybody in Florida is kind of so used to storms. Like we don't even freak out when they say severe tropical storms coming through. That's nothing. Like most people don't freak out even for hurricanes unless it's like a cat 3 or higher. A cat 1 or 2, people don't really give a crap.
We have hurricane parties.
Yeah. It's just really not all that bad.
I hear the boss lady.
Oh yeah, she's in the background.
Oh, well, maybe we should have a chat with her.
Yeah.
We're being requested. Hi, Paul Squared.
Hey, how
Hey.
you doing? We're here. Justin's keeping you in the dark.
And see, all the houses here down here now are like mandatory. They have to be built out of cinder block now.
Yeah.
All the newer houses, all your walls are cinder block. Your entire house. Like they don't really build stick homes down here anymore. Like when you see houses being built, it's
Yeah.
just nothing but cinder block walls. And then they decorate it with the, siding and all that to make it look like a normal house.
Oh, yeah, yeah. 'Cause there's different places there. They got them all on pylons, don't they, too?
Yeah, and I never understood this, but honestly, living in Florida, I don't understand why they allow travel trailers or modular homes because those are some of the most dangerous buildings during hurricanes. And it's like you think they would just outright ban trailer parks because they get destroyed every single time a hurricane comes through. It's like common sense. Like, why allow that if you know it's not going to be able to survive that? Like, what do you get into a Cat 3 or higher? They'll tell you to get the hell out of a trailer park
Really?
because, mobile homes, they'll just blow right over. It don't matter how good enough you have them tied to the ground. And they're not built like the houses are with cinder block. They're paper thin walls compared to our houses.
Oh, they're starting to move already. Trudeau invokes emergency act. They arrested 11 people at a border crossing already in Alberta. Huh. I thought they wouldn't do anything till tomorrow.
Now, what did they say what they're actually charging him with? Or are they just like arresting him and then letting him go later?
Well, it's a charge of mischief or something, I think is what it's carrying right now.
Oh, if they were rioting for something that Trudeau was supporting, they
Oh,
could
yeah.
burn everything down and they'd get a pat on the back for it.
Well, BLM there, he took a knee to them.
Yep.
That's what I said.
Oh,
It was okay for them to run around and burn and loot everything, but the minute anybody counter protested peacefully, it was
yeah.
a bunch of Nazis.
Yep. Yeah.
See, the only reason he's doing that because he can control the people that obey the law. He can't control the people that don't obey the law, but it's going to get interesting here to see what does actually happen.
Just like how they keep bringing up the stupid Capitol riot that happened last year. Like, everybody wants to keep bringing up that. It's like, what about the 6 months of burning cities and looting and
Yep, never
like-
did nothing about that. No. Nope.
and they won't even mention it.
And the Capitol demonstration or whatever it was, yeah, they broke into the place. Okay, so windows and doors, but there was only what was it, a couple hundred people that actually went into the Capitol. There were thousands and thousands of them outside. It just doesn't make sense. But is what it is.
Yeah, but doesn't the Constitution say if the government's not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're supposed to overthrow them?
Yep.
But the minute you do it, all of a sudden you're a domestic terrorist. Honestly, that's why I said if push comes to shove, I don't think the military is going to back. I don't think the U.S. military would back the government.
I don't know. I would hope not, Justin, but I don't know. They're probably want to keep their jobs in rank too, because this government has no qualms about you either do as you're told or we'll punish you.
I don't know though, just as many like veterans as I've talked to and just the ideals that most people have when they go in the military are kind of in that, they love America, constitutional type person. I just don't see them actually doing it. I mean, I'm sure there would be a handful of them that are going to do what they're told, but I think there'd be a large majority that'd be like, oh, hell no.
Well, there was some veterans here, or there's a couple of people that are in the armed forces that were help protesting. They're trying to bring them up on charges.
On charges, yep.
Well, and let's face it too, there's more veterans than there are active military personnel too in the
Yeah.
US.
Yeah, but Canada has got a military, but it's not that big. Half of it's in Quebec.
And you know what I loved about when Joe Rogan was doing that interview and he was talking, he goes, the people that are on the other side aren't the people that were in the military and were in I'll kill you type situations. He said, you don't want to open that can of worms with that side of the the populace of the country,
Yeah.
because they don't agree with the leftist type side. And he's like, you don't want to open that can of worms with those type of people. He said it's going to end bad for you.
Yeah, I would
Is you-
say.
I mean, because like I said, most of the people that go in the military, there's a reason why they do it, especially in the United States. It's because of the love of their country. They love the Constitution. They love the freedoms, and that's the reason why they volunteer to do that kind of stuff. It's not for it to be a glory hound. And like I said, I don't think that, and then the side that's pushing everybody and pissing everybody off, they're not gun enthusiasts. They're not knowledgeable on that type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
The other side is very much so. And I don't think you want to really mess with that.
Yeah, it just goes back to who do you want to piss off,
Yeah. No
But
kidding.
the people, they really think that they do nothing wrong, so therefore they've got the backing of the public, but they don't.
Well, and like Lynn said, not this current generation. This is where I disagree with some people, because I understand that everybody thinks the newer generation's kind of not all there, but I really think I have met a lot of young 18, 19, 20-year-old kids that are like-minded the way we think. They're out there, they're hard workers. You know what I'm saying? They're stand-up citizens.
Yeah,
I just think it looks worse than it is because there's more of them, because every generation is getting bigger than the previous one.
right.
But I still think there's a large majority of the newer generation that are still good and still have good values in their heads. I can't just give up on them and just put them all in one bunch and say the whole generation's just shot.
Yeah,
That's just my personal opinion. Because in all reality, even take away from what's happening today, every generation thinks the generation after them, they always think something's wrong because they don't live exactly the way they lived.
oh, definitely. I know for a fact my grandparents probably shook their heads at us.
Right.
It's like that's where the phrase that I use, young whippersnappers, came about.
Right.
They just couldn't understand why we thought or we did. They would never have done it the way we did it, but it was, us.
But I think every generation has their group of good people in it, regardless what time
Well, we
period it
hope.
was.
We hope that the sanity continues. The only thing that bothers me, Justin, is the fact that there seems to be an undercurrent that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger of people that think it's all right to steal, cheat, all those kinds of things.
I mean, I think it's worse, and I really think that just goes by like what areas you're in too. But I don't know. I mean, you're right about that. I mean, I don't know. I still have faith in the newer generation.
Yep. Oh, I agree. We pretty much have to believe that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to sleep at night, you know?
Because like I said, I met a lot of young kids that are really good and, are out there and they're hard workers and they love the country and all that. And they don't think like that.
Well, the funny thing is, like, and I don't mean to be picking on certain ethnic groups, but there is groups that are here now that come from socialist countries or, war torn and all that. And they see what's happening here too, because it's starting to go that way. Like, or the government's controlling everything that you're doing. Main reason they come here because it was a free country, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, you see a lot
And
of them though. Yeah, I get
like,
what you're saying.
And a lot of the truck drivers that were striking or at the thing here, a lot of them are Sikhs. Because there's a lot of them driving now in here in Canada.
You see
Right.
what Lynn put in there? On her way out of the service, she was scared for the future. The soldiers that came in behind her, the greenhorns, couldn't hit their ass with both hands,
Yeah. Hey, JD,
What's up, JD?
what's happening? You coming in, JD, or what? You just gonna sit there and hide in the background there?
JD's in the background. He likes that lurking.
Oh, he's lurking, is he?
He's lurking, yes.
Oh, okay.
Right, JD?
I don't know. I've had a lot of quite a few friends that have gone in the military and are out now, and they're very successful and
We got a
really good people.
full moon going here. You see it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What? You got to go outside? You have to go outside?
No, I'm good, Paul.
You okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
got
always-
two here. Yep. I got to go.
Okay.
But it's speaking about generations too, it always goes back to like how each generation thinks their music was better than
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like my grandpa used to bag on my dad. My dad used to tell me that my grandpa used to tell him the Beatles were like devil music back in the day. And then you look at the Beatles compared to any new music these days, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's right, Lenny. Book smart. That's all they were. Speaking of the music thing, now this is my perspective as an almost 70-year-old. But I did catch a little bit. I didn't watch much of it. A little bit of the halftime show for the Super Bowl last night.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was a friggin' joke. If the audio was terrible, the singing was bad. It just if it wasn't for the fact that they have a following, the average person that doesn't know who they are would go, "What the hell is this?"
I didn't even watch it honestly because I
Oh, it
made
was-
I made a commitment 2 years ago when I said I was going to stop watching freaking football and major sports because of the political crap.
Yep.
And I haven't watched a single game since. I didn't watch last year's Super Bowl, and I didn't watch this year's.
Well, I don't watch football regularly, just the playoffs and the end of the year type of stuff. But yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of people that just blindly go and say that that everything's okay if that's what if they're pushing.
And the minute companies start going all woke and everything, I'm done with them.
Yeah, and Lynn says also it was in California, right? The Super Bowl. Nobody had a mask on there, and it's mandated by the government there.
Yeah,
Not
of course
that,
they didn't. It was a money maker.
yeah, not that I endorse. I think everybody should have a right to do what they want to do, but in a state where the governor is a lefty and he's pushing like Trudeau this mandates for masks and everything else, and then he shows up there. he was questioned about why he was there at a public event like that with his mask on. He says, well, I'm good at holding my breath.
Oh my God.
And this is the governor of California, who is the nephew of the Speaker of the House.
Well, see, JD, that just goes back to different generations, different music.
Yep.
Cause like I like them too, but I didn't watch it just because it was the Super Bowl and I wasn't supporting that crap.
Yep.
Uh,
JD, you youngins. That was it for you youngins.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put the drone back up and catch a sunset. Oh, okay, cool. Well, guess what? I'm in trouble.
What's that?
I ran out of ice cream bars.
Oh,
I went to go look for one. I don't have any left. Oh,
you
damn.
might want to jump in the truck and run to the store real fast.
Yeah, I don't know why. All of a sudden, I got a hankering for a Coke float. I don't know if I get any vanilla ice cream here or not. I have to check my freezers.
But yeah, it's a generational thing, just like anything else.
mhm.
Mike said Eminem, Michigan boy.
I was talking about last night.
Oh,
Yeah, halftime show. Yeah,
oh,
he's from Detroit.
oh, okay.
It was he that took a knee, wasn't it? Last night? Big controversy.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it was.
Cause I didn't, like I said, I didn't watch it.
No, it was on the news. Of course, they pick up everything and just hammer it. You know.
Hey, Paul, found a good deal on a wash machine. They only want $50 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a really good one.
Oh, yeah, my grandparents had one like that.
Well, they wanted 150, now down to 15. $50. It was an
Hey,
estate sale.
What's and you know what? I bet you that thing will last twice as long as a newer washer.
Oh, sure. It spin dries and everything else, and it washes and rinses. But then you have to take each thing and run it through the ringer.
Through the ringer. Yep. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Put a new motor in there, some new ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That thing would last longer than a newer washer.
yeah. They say, yeah, I believe it needs a motor, but cool.
Because
That's-
like our old house that we were in like 3-4 years ago, it still had appliances from the 60s, a stove and an oven, and they still worked.
Yep.
I dare anybody to find a new appliance that'll last 20, 30 years or 40 years. You're lucky to get 5 or 10 years out of a new appliance.
Yes. Most definitely.
Especially Samsung. Anybody out there looking to buy new appliances, stay the hell away from Samsung. Those are the worst ones ever.
Really?
Yes, they have so many problems with those. They make really cool designs and really cool features on the machines, but they have a lot of issues with Samsung appliances.
No kidding.
Is he? Oh, I think my washer and dryer is Samsung.
I actually had a guy. Do I?
I think mine's a front load, so I don't know. So far, so good. Yeah.
I know they had a major issue with their refrigerators too.
Yeah.
They've had quite a few issues with those. Turn the crank, Glenn said.
Crank turn, crank turn.
Okay. Yeah, because you used to have one, you used to have to do this, didn't you? To ring it out, it used to be a hand crank one.
Right.
My friend's mom, back when I was younger, actually still had one of those washing machines. And that's how they did their laundry.
Yeah.
Because his family didn't have a lot of money. Like they were kind of really poor. And that's how they actually had one of those old washing machines. Cause I actually used to bring them over to my house and give them food and stuff because they didn't have a lot of stuff. I'd give him some of my clothes every once in a while. 'Cause he was one of those poor kids that had to come home every day, wash the same outfit and wear the same outfit every day. I took him over to my house one day, gave him like 2-3 pairs of my jeans and a bunch of t-shirts. I'm gonna jump off and get something to eat and all that good stuff.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Now we'll see you guys later. See everybody else in the chat later.
All
Yep.
right.
Okay, Justin, have a good night. So.
All right.
Yeah, I think my washer and dryer, I think they're Samsung or maybe they're LG. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
My fridge is a Maytag, I think. I got a big fridge with the ice and the water thing in it. Yeah. My wife used to use it all the time, the water and ice cubes. She'd like that all the time, but I never used it. The only thing I use is a lot is that 5-gallon water jug that you turn upside down into a cooler or whatever. But mine heats the water, so I use it for coffee all the time. Never turn a kettle on. That water's so hot you can't hold your finger in it. So, it's just instant hot water all the time. I just love it.
Well, what do you think, Paul?
Yeah, pretty quiet tonight again.
7 o'clock.
And yeah,
quiet.
it's a weeknight too, Paul. So
Yeah.
get
Everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again next time. Paul, you going to be around in the morning?
at 9:20.
All right. Everybody, we'll see you then. Thanks for being here. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe.